You will find this page in your training guide. However, if you don't have it handy, you can always use the built-in help feature. If we go to the miscellaneous menu, where most of the information commands live, and we turn on the help, we can click on any of the buttons, and a helpful description of how the command works will pop up. Another option is to go back to the main menu and turn on help and select the miscellaneous menu button, and you will see a full listing of all of the buttons in the miscellaneous menu and a detailed description of how they are each used. This doesn't just work for the miscellaneous menu. It works for all of the menus in TrueGrid. Click the Help button again to turn off the help feature. This is what we call information commands. For example, we could use these commands to print a list of all of the surfaces, and you could see the numbers, the type, and even some of the parameters that are specific to the surfaces.
And there are two that I would like for us to experiment with. So we're going to create another block part, and you'll see that I'm typing it in. I like that better. What I'd like you to do is to experiment by measuring the distance between two nodes. And it's found under miscellaneous, and it's called distance. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pick two nodes. So we go to our environment window, and on the pick panel, click pick, click node. We're going to pick a node. So come over here and move the mouse close to a node, click on the node. What we're going to do now is print the coordinates of this node into this dialog box. Hit F7 function key. And now choose another node, click with the left mouse button, and hit F7. Now make sure that your mouse is in the dialog box when you hit F7 so that it knows to put it here and not here. So where you have the mouse, that's where it's going to place the data. Then you can click on Execute and Quit, and it tells you what the distance is. By the way, that variable, this data is stored in parameter in TrueGrid. And we can look at that by typing in desk calculator, that's DC, space, percent, distance. And there it is. When you invoke these functions, their values will be stored in parameters that you can then access. Now there's another one that I use quite frequently. When I'm trying to get a good quality mesh, I want the angles to be close to 90 degrees. So I'm typically using SUBANG. This is going to give me the angle between the 3 points subtended by the coordinates that I'm going to specify here. So for example, I could click here, hit F7, click here, hit F7, and click here, hit F7, and execute and quit. And the angle formed by this point, and this point is 35.264385. It is called SUBANG, where it is stored, the parameter SUBANG. We call these automatic parameters. They're set automatically when we perform a function. And you can see there are considerable number of functions under miscellaneous, and most of them store data that can be retrieved this way. And when you need to know something about the internals of the mesh or anything else about the model you're building, you should be able to find one of these functions that'll spill that data out on the screen so you can see what's going on.